Everyone. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Any new subscribers, you found a home, I do hope. Glad to have you here and hope you stay for a long time. Bring a friend with you next time. You can click subscribe now if you're not a subscriber. You can click at any time while watching this video. On this topic of communication, I wanted to address the form of clarity. That means clear communication in what you're saying, speaking, conveying, as well as what you're hearing and listening to. We, not you, us, all of us, every one of us can fall in trap to poor communication by not being completely clear in our clarity. We do it through verbal conversations, do it through text, we do it through emails, we do it through any other conveyance or correspondence by which communication is key because we're reading what we are hearing, what we are channeling, or what we are thinking about it, and often in not regards to what was actually said. Now, this is particularly critical during, I would say, this time of year. I'll just put it that way. Because clarity can escape us with so much other things going on around us. The clarity of the matter can escape us, and we can assume something or interpret something incorrectly. Let's just give a few simple examples, okay? It's just simple examples because, too, sometimes we think we thought we knew and didn't. And so we can own that. Let's give an example. There is a freeway here in Southern California called I think it's actually named no, it's not San Gabriel, I think. 605 freeway. It's called San Gabriel Freeway. I think that's the name of it. Yes, 605. I've driven it all my life. It's one of the commonly used freeways for me and most people in Southern California. And I would say I'm pretty familiar with it, and I'm pretty familiar with some of the exits. I may forget which one may come right in front of the other, but I know the freeway. Late last year, the city, I think right after the elections, so in comes new governance, and I guess they wanted to beautify the driving scenic route of that 605 freeway. And they did that to some of our dismay because it slowed down the traffic. It slowed down the traffic, but the workers on the freeways, safety is first, but it sure did slow down the traffic and jam it up for a few weeks, maybe even over a month. But nonetheless, they beautified portions of it as you drive. And I saw for the first time a basin that was of course, always there. It was like a little, I would say, a riverbed. Um, it was along the corridor of certain of these exits that I actually frequent. I saw what was just green grass there before they did this beautification project. I thought it was just grass. Turns out it was weeds. And it had not been cleaned out for a long time because when you're driving, you just see from a distance, you're not there inspecting. But it was high grass. Turns out it was weeds. And the weeds were underneath murky water, dirty, murky water. That area hadn't been cleaned in a long time, we're finding out. But when it was clean, they decided to irrigate. So if you're familiar with irrigation, my understanding is you get to the root of what could be the disturbance and try and clear pesticides, and you're treating soil, you're treating you're removing dirt and particles, and you're getting to irrigate that piece of land. They found that it was just murky and it was full of pesticides, and they cleaned it all out, and it was beautiful to see. And now there is a nice river bed, basin that was always there. Now I'm discussing in this as an example, the clarity of seeing a basin that was always there. But I thought it was just overgrown grass, which were actually weeds for all these years. It wasn't until a new governance came in and insisted that it get cleaned up. So by that example, things may sometimes come across as murky, and we think we thought we knew it based on our familiarity, but we were wrong all along. There was beauty beneath what we didn't even see. We thought the grass was green, but it was only weeds. We thought that murky water was pesticides, but it was a clean basin that needed to be irrigated. To me, as I'm sharing this, the irrigation is our own basin, our own basement, to clear out what we think we thought we knew. We have all these years of life, and we've made all these assumptions, and we weren't always right. We weren't always right about race relations. We weren't always right about our own relations. We weren't always right about religion. Yet we thought we knew. Until a new governance, meaning a new awakening, a new governance, new clarity, a new governance, illumination, a new governance and understanding, a new governance, enlightenment, a new governance, clarity, comes along and helps us see things differently. Now, we can't go, shame on them. All this time they hadn't cleaned it. No, that would be the wrong response. We should embrace that and go, wow, the right person came along to help us fully understand this, clean it up, and make it better, and be forever grateful. Gratitude, just say thank you, and be forever grateful. So if it's in our relationships, our families, our friendships, our work, our business partnerships, be grateful for the tough job of having to irrigate things in ourselves, in the relationships, for the betterment of it. Because there's nothing more beautiful than clarity. That's why there's a wonderful song that I love to hear sometimes. It says, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. All of the obstacles are in my way. Da, 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 the sign is here. It's going to be a brighter day. Something like that. I can't recall. I didn't know I was going to do that, but I can see clearly now the rain is gone. And so, with our communication, own our part. And if it's all the way down to the basement and the irrigation of ourselves, be okay with that. Pull out the weeds. And I love you. If you've gotten this far, please click like, please click subscribe. Bring a friend with you next time, and I'll see you. Have a good day.